Hello everybody, welcome to Undisputed. Today I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on it, what should stay, what should leave, what I like about it, and what I hate about it. Let's get into it. First things first, the character selection. We don't have a very varied amount of character selection. We have a very slim amount of characters, and any other characters that we may get will just be behind packs. We are missing out on characters such as Gervonta Davis, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. It's just not very varied, and it really lacks because of it. One thing I do like is that we can equip custom shorts and gloves. Going straight into it, the movement system is clunky and not very good. Character models don't look natural, the jabs feel clunky, and the best moves so far that I've seen are either power right hooks or power left hook. Another thing that I don't like about this game at all is that it requires zero technique. Boxing is supposed to be a dance. It isn't supposed to be a rock'em sock'em punch-a-thon. It is supposed to be a coordinated technical dance. That is what makes boxing so good. I also have a huge problem with the settings. You cannot turn off adaptive triggers, which hinders you heavily in the game. You have to individually change the camera movements for every arena, and sometimes the cameraman will get in the way while you are fighting. And please do not get me started on online. It is just pure power hooks and power straights, and that's all it will really take to knock you out. It really just turns into who can get the power shot first and who can get rocked first so that the knockout can be succeeded. It is, in the simplest of terms, a slugfest, and that is not what boxing is. I also really do not like how the characters move. It feels so clunky, and anytime I were to throw a hook, it felt like my arm would just go over their head and not hit them. What I will say I do like, though, is that you can change the gloves, the shorts, the boots, and taunts, and your ring out walk, and I think that is very cool. I think that what they added was very nice, and that they did it to every character makes it even better. I also really like the venue selection. I love that it has some of the most famous venues and that it just has plain old gyms that you could box in. I also like the rule selection of what you can choose and what you can do to make the game a little bit easier for yourself or a little bit harder. This game really is just a pick your poison. If you were to choose some of the harder fighters to use, it feels that you cannot get through their guard, or you can't even hit them at some points and they can hit you at any. But you may be asking, what are some pros to this game? And there are a few. Like I've already said, I do like the customization of the game. It is very nice, and the fact that they added it to every character makes it even better. I am liking the career mode story so far. It is very good. It isn't on the terms of Fight Night Champions story, but it is still very good at the least. Other than the character models, everything else looks great. I love how the boxing ring looks. It looks photoreal in some cases. I do love the crowd. It is probably one of the best crowds that I've played with in a game. I do like that the coaches do give you advice while you are playing, such as when you are rocked, they will ask you to take a knee so that it can help you. One thing that is okay but not great is the commentary. I do like it, but at most cases it did feel repetitive. Now let's get into the cons. I've already said that I don't like the character models. Like I said, they feel clunky. The movement is just not good. Sometimes in fights, my gloves would just go through the person and not hit them at all, and it'd do the same with the NPC. I would just get passed through by my glove and be hit. And I absolutely do not like the get up system. Having to use bolt triggers and put them in a box just to get up is so stupid and so confusing all at the same time. Another problem is that character models do not feel grounded to the floor. They feel like they just slip, and it looks like they're on thin ice trying to move. Now, game mechanic wise there's a lot, I will not lie. If somebody were to load up a power hook, your only option is to slip. You cannot jab in front of them to stop the hook. They will just hit you. I also do not like the head movement at all. Anytime I were to move, I would somehow still get hit, and anytime my opponent moved or slipped, they could just hit me whenever. All in all, do I think this game is good? And the simple answer is no. I think that we set our expectations too high for another boxing game, and what we got was just another AAA game that was just crap. It is a simple delivery of they just didn't take their time with this and rushed it out, and you could really tell that when you play the game or if you play the game at all. This game lacks the beauty of a fighting simulation game, and it's held back due to everything. The characters being behind a pack, the movement, the punching, the meta behind just power punches. The fact that this isn't a fighting game, this is just a rock'em sock'em game with boxing elements, is just what the game is. It is not good. They need to do a lot, and they really should have took their time with it. So I hope within the future months that they do give new updates to the game. But what I think should stay and what I think should go, I think that the customization and that some of the characters that we do have should stay, but what should go is pretty much everything else. Everything else needs to be upgraded. I would really like them to fix the movement mechanics, the button layout. I would love them to fix the power punching. I would love that they fix the energy management, and I just love that they fix everything about the game. This game isn't a $60 game that you should buy. I think that this game is a mistake to anyone that does buy it until this is futurely updated. I think that this game has a perfect amount of potential to be used, but the potential is not being used at the moment. To give my final thoughts on the game, I don't think it's worth 60 bucks, at least $10. This game needs a lot of work, but I do believe that the potential of it will outlast, and I believe that this game can be really good. All in all, I think this game deserves a C tier, and tell me your thoughts. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Please let me know down in the comments, and please be sure to like this video. Bye-bye.